Oh, hello. It appears that I am live. Hello, Retro Gaming Live TV. How are we doing today? I hope we're having a fantastic day. I also have my desktop audio open there with the stream. So I really hope you enjoyed 2 Sparkovers for a second. That was a very fun thing. So we are about to rescue. We're going to do a Firehouse rescue. Before I jump exactly into the game, I must reset, not for, manipulating RNG or anything like that, but so I can play a very nice song for everybody, just so you can see the intro music. It's very good. I know, just listen to this soundtrack. Are you very happy with that? Are you very happy that I got into this? Anyway, welcome to our very serious speedrun. It's going to be a very good time. This game, the speedrun now traditionally plays level 4 first because you will have better chance of just resetting over and over again to get the proper RNG. But for the marathon setting, I still plan on going at the regular order just because it's like a story mode. You get job promotions. It's super serious anyway, so I'm just going to start right away. Timer starts when you get control of the fire engine, so I'm just going to start it there. So look, you are a fire truck. You have to work your way around this very difficult maze, and you have to go to a house. How do we know which one the house is? Spoilers, this is about the best part of the game. There's a cat. So it's a very good cat. After this, we're going to be rescuing humans, which, I mean, humans are pretty alright, but they're not cats, so I know. Please stick around anyway, though. It's very exciting. So you drive around to the next house, and then you have to save somebody from their window. This person here, they have a very nice sweater. It's very great. Anyway, yes, MTI is here with the insiding trading tips. Sparkover Inc. is probably on the rise right now. MTI, of course, knows. So there are 4 different stages to this game. As I said, the 4th stage gets very RNG dependent. The first 3 are pretty straightforward. Words and speaking, how do they work? So each level, 1, 2, 3, and 4, will have sets of 2, 3, and 4 people to rescue, and some further challenges will appear as we go. This was the hot speed game of 2017 on April Fool's Day. Some people from, I believe, the Zelda community decided to blind race this as a joke, and they actually did a few races that night. It ended up having the world record change hands a couple times. I had it. I didn't even know about this race. I was kind of sad to find out about it after it happened, but still. So I had it, and then it was taken by Random Effect and then JSR. I took the world record back this January, and then very recently the record was taken again by JSR after some discussion with the community. Pretty much people wanted to be able to play level 4 first instead of doing it in order just because of the RNG involved in that. So pretty much it would just make the game a little less, play the game for 10 minutes and then reset sort of thing. I have not actually done any runs on the new route yet, but I do hope to do that again someday. But for now, I just enjoy showing off this very super serious game in a marathon setting because, it's very lots of fun here. So in level 2, you will get to have 2 houses instead of just 1, so you have to navigate this very difficult map. It's the same every single time. Cannot wait for when somebody will come up with Fisher-Price Firehouse Rescue Randomizer, and you will actually have to take different paths, but, that's just a little Sparko's dream. So we zoom along, go to the next one. So one way to get your speed to go faster is you actually can drift around the corners a little bit quickly. You have to be careful with your movement, though. It's happened once. I actually did manage to get myself stuck on a wall. That wasn't fun. But other than that, pretty basic navigation as far as it goes. The next course actually does get to be a bit of a bugger in Stage 4, but it is all pretty much the same. In levels 2 and 3, you're pretty much just hoping on right to left, or rather left to right, people appearing, so you don't have to go zoom back and forth. This game is pretty magnificent. Once, actually, when I was babysitting, I introduced the little kid that I was babysitting to it, and he had enough fun with it, though the harder stages were too difficult for him, but he really wanted to do them. But that's alright. So here's our great sweater guy again. That's probably the nicest sweater. It's very important that we point this out. My fire truck looks kind of odd. It looks more like a convertible with a ladder sticking out. I'm not sure if that's like a regulation fire truck, but, you know, we're not here to ask questions. We're just here to make daring rescues. When is Sweater Guy percent? What defines Sweater Guy percent? That's what I would like to know. So, without a doubt, anytime I will run this, someone wants to be the one to ask, so, where's the fire? So we've got two theories. One of them being the child's game is probably a little bit traumatizing if you would try and put all the humans on fire. The other theory is we've heard of a carbon monoxide leak. Still doesn't explain why I need to rescue them from only their window, and they cannot go out the front door, but you know what? Again, daring rescues. We don't question it, we just do our job. There's a little bit of a problem with rescuing nobody but Sweater Guy. You would lose. Or rather, you would pretty much just stop. You wouldn't lose. You would just sit on this screen forever because Sweater Guy might not be there. So as you can see in the bottom now, we actually have a timer going. So you must try again if the timer goes down to 0. It's not really a problem here, as long as you've got the map memorized, but again, when we get to scary level 4, it can be a little bit of a challenge. But we're not quite there yet, so we will not panic. Corners. Glide smoothly so you don't bump into them, but you can still go as fast as possible. And oh, Sweater Guy hype! Just got a very good sense of fashion, you know? It's important. I mean, if you're in a Fisher-Price game, you've got to be styling. Though I don't know. I adore this game. It's so great, but it's actually the only of the 3 Fisher-Price games on the Nintendo Entertainment System. There's not a bear in it. In the other 2 games, yes, there is a Fisher-Price trilogy. In the other 2, they both have bears. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to feel. So again, just level 4 to get around. And then we get to face the ultimate challenge in the 4th stage, which is, well, the real big RNG component. So again, Sweater Guy hype. Yeah, when will Nintendo come out with the DLC for rescuing a bear? Rescuing? Words are difficult sometimes when you're Sparko. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so one more house in the timer stage. Not to imply that the timer goes away. Oh no. The timer is with us for the rest of the game. They just amp up the difficulty. if a bearamizer is an edit where all of these humans become bears, I would be happy with that. Note to self, learn how to edit sprites. Alright, so now we face the ultimate challenge. Now our goal as a young fire person is to become the chief of the fire department, and if we can get this challenge, we will do it. So you may have noticed there, I picked up a key from the ground. The challenge in this fourth and final test of your true firefighting skills is whether or not you can get the key to rescue the people from their windows? Question mark? No one's quite able to answer on that one. The theory behind why that is. So the keys can fall in so many different locations. Essentially, the way I play is I just drive straight to where I'm headed and hope I can see it. And if not, I have to zoom around and see if I can find another way. And this is really where things can start to get a little bit hairy. If you get just an unlucky location, and you don't see it right away, then sometimes your time will run out, and that's always a concern. But Sweater Guy's here for us. So again, just hoping to find the key, and there is one that's, of course, super optimal, because that is a path that we would normally be taking anyway. And that's essentially the key to getting a fast time. Ah ha ha ha. I mean, it could definitely make sense if the windows are locked, but why would you lock your windows and then throw your key onto the road? I don't know. I'm kind of suspicious here. So again, just hoping we can find the key on the way, because that is the most convenient thing. And we did not, so we must zoom around and look elsewhere, and there it is. Oops, that was not... I probably should have just gone back up. These roads are very windy. I really think somebody should talk to the city planner. This isn't very safe as far as people needing all these rescues. Their customs are quite strange. But here we go. The dream of becoming chief is here in the most difficult map you can imagine. So again, I always just go straight for it, and look at that. Perfect key number 1. And look at that. Sweater Guy is there to be happy with us that we found the key so quickly. Alright folks, one more house. We're going to hope for a very nice key. And there it is. That's not terrible because I saw it. Now I only got it out of the corner of my eye. I'm hoping it's on this one. Never mind. I made a very bad mistake. As it turns out, that key was in the perfect location and I misread it. But you know what? We'll be fine. So we actually got perfect key placement in this level. I am quite happy with that. So just rescue a few more humans. Time is coming up as soon as we can confirm that we've gotten our job promotion. And there's one last Sweater Guy just to help us celebrate. And Chief, we did it! Good work. Press start to continue. But the truth is, there is nothing to continue. We have completed our goal and become the chief of the fire department. Anyway, thank you for the GGs, everybody. I've just got a wee bit of little setup to do here. Mickey Mania will be up next. I am just going to have to do a little bit of switching because we're going from Nintendo to Super Nintendo. So for now, please just sit back, relax, and I will see you soon.